Yeah, well, I wish at times that I just had a car. Something real fancy like them superstars. Well, let me tell you, world, tryna gather up all of me sense. Pockets all out, but them full of them. Can't even buy just a single cigarette. And the credit cause it's full of debt. Yeah. I wish I can come in and buy out the bar. Just relax in my chair and light up my cigar. Well, let me tell you, world, tell them pull a car by the liquor store. Manager don't know what we're looking for. Hands full of beer running straight for the door. Free drink till we can drink no more. Tired of working for nothing written on those our people.
Microphone check, microphone check. Hey, good morning, everybody. I am having a great morning. I hope you guys are having a great morning, too. Take a few minutes to clean up my Bitcoin chart here. All right. It's kind of crummy, huh? Dude, that's honestly probably it for me. I'll find something different to listen to here real quick. If my internet will work, come on, bud. All right. Okay. get into stuff and things. What do you guys want to chat about? What do you guys want to look at? I don't have much to cover on Bitcoin here because this is a really boring chart. There's like no demand I like here. There's like no supply I like here. There's highs and lows. I would trade this area if given something obvious inside of it to trade. I would trade it. But yeah, this. You're gonna have to give me something like this. Let's investigate total here. Oh, that line pisses me off. Sure, yeah. So if looking for an order block, Josh Parr. Well, good morning, Jason and Luke Saldania and Josh Parr. All right, when looking for an order block, you want a single candle. In the case of demand, you're looking for the last sell candle that created an inefficient buy candle that had a local structure break from left to right, and ideally is also taking you above another swing or another market structure point. This candle here, this black candle that we have highlighted, it's not allowed to touch any other candles. It's not allowed to touch any other candles, right? So we'll hypothesize and we'll say that this wick came down and touched this candle. No, not demand anymore. Probably was at one point in time, but it's not in demand anymore. So that's your order block rule. Last sell to buy. That breaks structure from left to right. That creates an inefficiency, aka or fair value gap. And then outside of that, you're looking for like a supply range where you have a buy to sell. That breaks structure from left to right, creating an inefficiency. right? So in this case, our inefficiency is, let's steal, I'll draw a box, that's what I'll do. From this candle wick to this candle wick right here. That is your inefficiency, your AKA your fair value gap. Or I've used the terminology displacement before. So that's all we're looking for, right? Just the same way as over here, we had a sell to buy that broke structure from left to right. That ultimately took us above a swing point that created an inefficiency. Just like right here, we had a sell to buy, a break structure from left to right that created an inefficiency. You don't see the inefficiency as much on the weekly time frame here, but it is there nonetheless. And then inside that one, you had your order block. Just like inside this one, we have our order block as well. That's it. That's all there is to it. Brev. That's all we've got. So, when I say there isn't any on Bitcoin, we could probably find a couple small ones in here. Let's take a look together. So here you had a buy to sell that broke structure from left to right that created the inefficiency here. So you have some manner of supply here, but I don't think it's very interesting. Bleh. We have a tiny little 15-minute right here. I just don't care for it. So many highs right here that can be run. I don't care for this one. Yeah, there's nothing down here. There's nothing between here and here that represents demand. So I can care less about market open. So none of these areas are ones I'm interested in trading. We'll have another 15-minute here in the event that we can at least touch this low. Yeah, so not a ton to talk about this morning. I was looking at this chart last night, and max pain exists right here. You have some demand nearish that. I don't think we'll touch it though. So same thing last, or you get your sell to buy, break structure left to right. There's your inefficient candle right there, followed by further inefficiency here. Another little order block kind of situation here. In the old ways. Top of the morning, J Tucker Oka 01. Got a buoyant low right here. But it already hit its order flow objective. Alright, let's see what market open wants to say. Formed somewhat of a low here. Formed somewhat of a high there though. Yeah, there's just, let me get alerts set here. I think that's something I don't have right now. Bro, what happened to my chart? What the fuck is this line? What is, oh, I hit the space bar. We had an order block here. This has been tagged already. So that's dead to me. We had an order block here. That's tagged already. That's dead. Yep. Just got highs and lows, man. Just got highs and lows. Sorry, I had to go to court yesterday morning. Boring. Toys boring. Hey, what do you guys want to look at? Oh, this shit's boring me to death. Arrow, why you look so serious on your top there, bro? Why are you looking so serious, my guy? Oh, there we go. Supply range. Right. So you have this high that created this low, that created this high. This is the inefficiency that we're looking for. And here you have a 4-hour break of market structure. And a new supply range. Four-hour order block situated in there. Yeah, so in a perfect world, you can get retracement to supply. Chase it down to the demand or lower. That'd kind of be my first target. It's a big retracement, though, we're asking for. That's a monster retracement. Could happen, though. Bruh. Oh, well. This is not a good sign here. Just put in a 15-minute supply block here. Broke this low, creating further supply here. Not a retracement that would take very much. It's a much better risk reward too. There's some manner of demand right here. Let's find it. I mean, you have a 90 here. But that already got hit. Let's see what happened here is this got tagged, price lifted, and then fell to a new low. So there's likely a little bit of remaining demand in there, but I don't think it's much. It's a 15-minute order block left. I wouldn't be looking for a long off that order block, but it'd be cool if it could trigger a retracement, create a weak low, hold your strong high, target that and this, That's kind of what I'd be looking at on Aerodome. On the dome of the arrows. I'll take an alert on that even. Lab. I don't think I've ever done lab. I don't remember anything about lab. Bitcoin, you make it? What would you? What was that alert? Oh, it's arrow. Lab. Okay, we apparently have been here before. The immediate alarming thing to me when I come to the chart is this. But that is a fresh weekly candle, so... But I don't like that. I mean, like, I'm at least cautious of this already. This SFPing like behavior here. Let's drop to the daily. Some idea of a short in here. That didn't work. Let's go to 4. Let's go to 15. What were we looking at back here? Looks like we're looking for... What was that? What was that idea? It didn't make any sense. I have it set right on top of the deviation threshold. I can't make heads or tails of what I was thinking of there.
Super chill, this one. Good lay-by. Sounds like someone left the car door open.
Just want to make quick note of my main flow of market structure here. We're in discount of this range. You have a local range here. Let's actually, yeah, this is the high that created this low. And it's going to give up its 15-minute market structure to the bullish side here. This supply is taken care of. Most of this supply is taken care of. There's some remaining supply inside of it. Not much else north of that. Okay. My favorite trades are off of London's low or high still. But if we were to touch London's low first, that decreases the probability of this working, in my opinion. I'd say that goes both ways. If we touched London's high first, I'd say that decreases the possibility of this working.
This one's called Should Have Known, the instrumental by Reba DeVito.
Those are the 5 things I would be looking for on lab. Let's make it 6. On these shorts, I would still be targeting things like this. Could have bounced at 47.50. Wait, 47.50. I don't know. There's a touch of supply there. I would expect a little bit of turbulence in this area. Maybe come back down to back test something before lifting. I think as far as like expectational order flow goes, I think we should be paying attention to this primarily right now in an effort to hit back to the high that created the low. And then it's just a question mark of what starts happening up there. Does it initiate?
Got some rust liquid coming up right about
Mitigate, continue, double top? Does it initiate, mitigate, continue, mitigation, continuation? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell it's going to do up there, but I know where the areas are that I would be interested in. Soul, what are you doing, dude? What have you been up to, man? Not encouraging? Should we tag this 30? I'm not getting bullish vibes today. I feel a certain type of way about the soul chart. I think a daily close below here definitely implies we're going to at least find out what is happening inside of this daily order block, and may imply a full rotation of this range. God damn it. Supply or demand and control on silver. I'm going to guess demand. I'm going to guess demand on that one. Low is so much better than your high. Bro, when are we going to be done messing around over here, Bitcoin? Come on, bro. What's this orb look like today? Looks like we failed the top of it. Boring. What's interesting out there, guys? What is interesting? Like, why am I not long Tesla? So pathetic. All right, now get on the getting for the getting. Yeah, I'd love to look at hype. Yeah, not good. All right, so here's a couple things I'm going to say on hype. Let me get some of this cleaned up here. Sure, go away. I don't care. I still think that 33 area is a good place for a long. As far as getting back up to that weak high goes. Gonna hit a daily order block here pretty quick. So for immediate longs like today, I think we should show some interest in both inside of this daily order block here. For short, shaky. Right. Or get down the line, bro. We're not ready to talk about you yet. Or I'd look to pull that low. Both of which could get you up to your weak high. Let me double check the weakness of that high. I don't know if I'd call it. Yeah, we should call it weak. We should call it weak. We should call it weak due to the flip of primary structure on the leg down. Now that I get down to the lower time frames, I like this spot better. I gotta question the mitigation on this actually now that I am investigating. The closer I get, I gotta question the mitigation here. I see the up, I see the downs, I see that guy, and it makes me question that whole zone now. keep looking.
That last little remix.
Let's see, for something like that to work,
You can go for the free download of that one if you like. Get along with SoundCloud. Check out Diffuse. DIFFUS.
then I think we're gonna need something like this to work.
This Love I've Got. This Love I've Met. It's by Googans.
That'd be pretty close to this. And if this doesn't work, then I'm waiting for this.
Leon, you're up. Leon, are you awake? Okay.
I wouldn't fade this low, but I wouldn't trade it either, so. Yeah, something, it looks like something pretty big got filled here. But I'm not trading it. I'm waiting for what I want, and I'm not settling for any less. I think what I would trade at this point, if it doesn't take 802.06, is a break of this. I definitely believe a like 45-minute return to bullish structure here. From this price leg from here to here, if it were to shift, it's 45. I think I'm a believer at that point. But until then, no thanks. And then as far as hype goes, I mean, you still want to see. You want to see something here, man. Obviously, this we're going to have to take that low in the process. So I'd like to see, I don't like this bearish removal of liquidity prior to attacking the low. Where did that happen in this session? Oh, that's the New York high right there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want the New York high to break. That's what I want. To confirm this idea, I want it to come into here, and I want it to break New York's high. And then get long there. I should take a look at NQ, and then we'll do ZEC and Swarm. I don't know. NQ looks kind of bullish here. Yeah, but why are you coming back down? Like, all this makes sense, right? Break, demand, hit, lift, all that makes sense. But, like, why aren't we mitigating for continuation? Why are we back down in this business again? That is, makes me go, makes me go, Alright, Zek, what you doing, dude? Okay, so we haven't been on this chart since back in this time. And it, like, actually, like, SFP'd my zone. That's kind of rude. Anyways.
This is by B Bravo. It's good intro. Some late night radio coming up after this one.
I want a bullish PO3 here is what I want. That's what I want here. Obviously, we can look for an SFP this low. We can absolutely look for a short at the high. If that short works, it's likely to be a distribution, so it could have very much lower targets. Still makes more sense to distribute up here, though. So let's not aim for that far down. Let's aim for significant and unmitigated demand. I think that would make more sense to aim for that. And we should probably look for long out of there again. And then we'd be looking for short by that time. Yeah, you get the idea. That's the stuff I'm looking for. And I would say the one with the least probability at this point is this guy. I feel pretty good about the others. I feel good about the PO3 here. I feel good about the SFP here. I feel great about the mitigation on demand. I feel pretty good about the tackle of that swing high. Jesus saves. Long time no see, buddy. Oh, so we doing Swarm? Swarm get any liquidity back into it? Last time I looked at that, it was dead. What a fall from grace, little homie. What a little fall from grace there. Ka-chow. Man, I had a short planned up there. And I got bored to death out of it. I'd seen this. I was dead, irrelevant. Yeah, I had a short planned here. And I pulled the ripcord on it because I got bored to absolute fucking death somewhere in here. But that's right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. I have to find out what happens at decimal 020463. Because I low-key want to short it there. But if we can make an initiation here, then I think there's something worth looking at. Yeah, I think there might be something worth looking at there. But it's a big if. It's a big if. Why do you hate me? Anchored BWAP, why do you hate me, bro? Why do you hate me? If I can go that high. There's not a local trade I like on it. Outside of looking for failure here. I'd look up there again. But there's nothing really really local here that I like. XRP, I've been avoiding XRP for a while. I should take a look at it. Oh, what time is it? Jesus Sabes? Oh, no, I got plenty of time, bro. Yeah, not been on this chart in a minute. It's resting in demand right now. If it looks like this instead, I'd be a bit more excited about it. But it don't look like that. Currently, bullish structure doesn't resume until here. So if it's a long, I'm gonna need to see something else develop. If it's a long, I'm gonna need this low to go and hold. Return and break that. And I'll start aiming for stuff higher. Until then, yeah, I'd need something else to develop on it before I could long it, and until that happens, that should mean I want to short it, so let's figure that out. Till then, I'd be looking for short out of this, but I mean, I'm not in a scalping mood at all today. You bastard. Do we not have an alert at our local low? What was it? London's. We said that was London's low, right? Didn't we decide that was London's low? Yeah, we did. We He sure did, man. That's right. Structure was not favorable here. We didn't even break 1 minute structure bullishly, so it wasn't a trade for me anyway. But it does give, does open up other possibilities that would interest me. There's New York's high. I appreciate that, Jesus. I appreciate that. No, what was that one that we were looking at earlier today? I don't remember them all. But it was like coming into demand. Was it Arrow? Yeah, it was. Just looks like poor volume there. And it is poor volume there. Okay, well, I'd like to see some volume come into that chart. Still, I'm so pissed at myself for not being long Tesla right now. I think I must have decided it must not be available on my exchange. God, that pisses me off. How's dominance looking? Here's what I'd say on the tether dominance chart. If we can break this. Then I think we're going to tackle this low. Should be the equivalent of tackling that high. Bro, go back where you belong. Alright, I'm going to spend a few minutes to flip through a couple other charts real quick, and then I'm going to hit the road, guys. Hop to the 4. And we're going to stab through some stuff.
This one's called All Night by Silo. Up before that, somebody called I Am Alex. Summer Goes By. Got some moods up after this one. Track called Hold Tight.
APT's got a potential. I don't want to look at it here, but I wonder if it can P03 here into demand. Yeah, it's got a lot of work to do. Gaster's coming back for this low. Atom target hit. Might be a short on this. Yeah, it's going to be way harder to get on the bus now. Get on the damn wick, homie. Super critical low here on BNB. Could take you back down to that. It's quite the top, Bonk. It's quite the top, homie. It's an ugly top over there, too. Things cooking so far, huh? All right, any final questions? I'm going to hit the road, guys. God, that's a terrible stop loss. Let's not. How many more tops are we gonna find, bro? They're everywhere this morning. Keep finding these 4-hour plus breaks of structure out here, man. With really shitty market structure below them. And another one. Actually, IMX, you got a little bit more. You get a little bit more breaking to do, bro.
Montgomery. I'm gonna play some more Montgomery after this as well.
Seeing too many tops, man. I might look for shorts later today. That top's not in. I'm gonna refresh on BTC and then I'm gonna hit the road, Jack. No, I don't like what you're doing. I'm sticking back to my original plan. Oh, fine, whatever. Yeah, I'll stick to these general ideas over here. So let me get an alert going, and then I'm gonna hit the road. Alright. My alerts are set. I'm out of here, you guys. Love you guys. Rooting for you. Not a damn thing you can do about it.